All 400 of you waiting for my altcoin live stream. How's everybody doing on your Saturday morning, evening, afternoon? Or actually, not morning for anyone. I'm like the last one. Yeah, good to see you guys. Bitcoin breaking 24K for a second there. We've settled back down. But I mean, 4,000 above 20K. I mean, and it's interesting how the price plays out like this. We're all getting used to Bitcoin being above 20K. And I mean, it sets its bottom, and it sets those really quickly. I mean, still, it's not out of the realm of possibility. We have a serious breakdown, but it's just funny how the markets move that way. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Cryptocurrency in the house. Yeah, it's an altcoin-based stream because alt season is upon us. I mean, if you look at, top coins over the past 7 days, there's multiple other coins above Bitcoin. It is alt season right now. You just need to know where to look. If people say it's not alt season, they're lying. I mean, if you see Litecoin pumping more than Bitcoin, we're in an alt season. Definitely. So, yeah, welcome everybody. Yeah, we got actually a lot of coins to cover. It's more than 5. I know this is, top 5 coins it says, but it's grouping it into almost 5 categories. I don't know. I just did that for the YouTube algorithm. People like that kind of crap. So yeah, let's get to it. Let's begin. And we're just going to start with Bitcoin price. Of course, it's amazing to be breaking 20K finally. And the hair's cut. So I'm going to be getting my wig done soon. It's just the company I kind of contacted to first do the wig. They haven't answered my phone calls. And it is Christmas time, so I know it's busy, and I'm sure a lot of people are trying to get things done. So once I get more information regarding the haircut, I'll let you guys know. I'm just in limbo right now. Hey, Doobie Cook, man. Thank you for the check $1,000 tip. 420 Merry Xmas. Catnip for Wayne. Where is Wayne? He probably just got scared in from outside by the train. Freaks him out. Freaks me out though, because we have trains close to our house out by the country, and I'm kind of scared he'll go venturing. But Chainlink God, I love Chainlink God. He is fully bullish on Chainlink, but he is also now bullish on the graph, and he has been. He's known about the graph for a while, as well as I. And the graph has been doing extremely well, if you haven't seen. But I first want to talk about Chainlink before the graph. So Chainlink, it goes through these pump and dump cycles, you guys. And Chainlink is one of these top 5 altcoins because just like Chainlink God says, it's a seriously big middleware. Most widely used middlewares right now is Chainlink in the graph. Hands down, there's no arguing that. So Chainlink, it goes through these pump and dump cycles. It had one back in 2018, the 2019 little DeFi bubble we had. Then after that, in beginning of 2020, the March crash. Then the seriously big 2020 DeFi bubble. And we're back down. Chainlink is going to resurpass this, you guys. I'm telling you, it happens. I'm not saying it's a guarantee, but just throughout history, it goes through these big hype cycles. And the reason I really think it's going to push up and probably surpass its old all-time high is it just comes down to who's above it in market cap. I mean, you look, Bitcoin trash, it's not being used nearly as much as Chainlink, has a higher market cap than it. And Litecoin. Litecoin needs to be way down, you guys. Crap coin, not used, and it has a almost $8 billion market cap. So when Chainlink was at its all-time high of nearly $20, it did almost have an $8 billion market cap. And I think it's going to flip Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin and surpass that. Champ Low, you retracted your message. I appreciate your tip, man. You're the man. Oh, there it is. What is your opinion on Cardano? I do not like it one bit. not a fan of Charles Hoskinson or IOHK or what it was built originally to be, and it's taken them years. Rakati Acropolis is now the face front end of Yearn and will be integrating their vaults after the recent merger. Yeah, big stuff coming from Acropolis. But there are a few things I don't necessarily like about Acropolis. Don't want to get into that right now. I was thinking about making a video on it. Mark Stewart, thank you for your Canadian $20.99 tip. Very generous of you. Thanks for your research. I think EWT will play a part in the technocracy reset? It is already playing a big part. Yes, it's going to revolutionize the trading of energy assets. It's already doing that. And we're actually going to talk a smidgen about that here in a second, man. Oh, Grandpa Crypto. I love grandpas and grandmas who like crypto. Can we get an update on Edgeware? I was thinking about doing it here soon. I mean, it's hard to do like massive updates when there isn't updates. You know, teams have their heads down and they're working. Edgeware is one of those teams, and yeah, there's probably going to be massive things here soon. And a lot of these teams, like, I try to find it. Like, I've been trying to find the research regarding what Edgeware is working on, and I can't necessarily find it because they have it under wraps pretty dang good. And usually the solid teams have the big things under wraps. Even as good as a researcher as I am. But I just want to replay, you know, everyone's going to be talking about the graph right now. I mean, it's the hot, you know, token GRT. But if you watch Chico's channel, I cover stuff before anyone else. I covered this last month before the token. The token was out. It was possible to get, and that's what I was saying in this video. But let's just rewatch when I had long hair. But regarding that, so the graph, you guys, this is super important. So the graph is working with Chainlink, and they are basically acquiring an indexing protocol. Highly needed, critical infrastructure in the DApp landscape. I mean, they're going to be used as much as Chainlink oracles are. Chainlink oracles are going to use the graph. Graph is going to use Chainlink oracles. Partnership between the graph and Chainlink announced over the summer. And since, you know, the graph has been exploding in their subgraphs, you guys. So, I mean, ENF. So here comes the important thing with the graph. You know, price is one thing, but token use cases is another, you know. When you have massive token use cases, oh man, you guys. So, what the graph has is some pretty big things. You know, it has pumped. I'm not even looking at the price right now. Well, actually, I was. I saw the price come down a little bit, so I did make a buy here recently. This is huge. So if you guys know what Pool Together is, it's one of the first decentralized lotteries promoted by big names, Coinbase, put together by MakerDAO and the team, I think. And the subgraph for the Pool Together DApp is a graph you can stake your tokens with, you guys. So if this lottery, you know, 10 years down the road becomes a couple $1 million lottery every week, you know, it's possible. It's highly possible, you guys. I mean, the early stakers with this, you know, indexing protocol are going to be making a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, it has massive use cases for the token, so highly bullish on the graph. Millennial Insight. Hey, Chico, do you think SNX could be a top 10 coin? Definitely think it could be a top 10 coin. I do like SNX. I just hope VC valuation isn't, and VCs aren't clouding the way for them. Appreciate your tip, man. ENS Broker, haven't heard you speak about Cover. Crazy what they got going on. I actually like Cover, really like it. Covered it a long time ago. Unfortunately, all that stuff went down, and you know, but it has been a good long-term hold. And DeFi insurance is massive. So the use case is far, far reaching. Smart Fox, hey Chico, thanks all you do, bro. You've helped me personally, and I'm sure thousands like me. Always supporting you, brother. Keep supporting, man, because YouTube doesn't really like me. Kind of bully on the algorithm. I mean, I'm getting less views than some crap tubers now. It's like, oh, god damn it. But this is what happens. I mean, last run, my channel got overshadowed by everyone, and I gained most of my subscribers in the bear market. Rock on 1122. Your December pick Morpheus. Others than Coca Cola. Did you hear anything else? Well, your ears are burning, Rock on. I appreciate your tip because I'm actually talking about that in this stream. Lino Falomir. Thank you for your $25 tip, man. Tyler, I love you. I love you too. Please talk more about your Avado experience. Your ears are burning too. I'm itching to get one if it's that easy. It is that easy. Cover both Windows and Mac if feasible. Thank you and happy holidays. So yeah, your ears are burning. I'll just cover that right now because you're talking about it. Might as well. Yeah, so my validator is earning a 15% APY since it's been running. I've earned already 0.1 ETH. I'm super happy with that. I mean, better than you can get with any of the lending protocols, borrowing protocols. You can get more with some of these DeFi yield farming, but like I said, the risk is super high compared with staking. Staking has been going through code review after code review after code review. It's, you know, attested by the largest Ethereum developers, and these DeFi protocols aren't. So, yeah. Early stakers, you get the high rewards. I mean, in a month, I could get a whole Ethereum, or at this rate, month or two. But yeah, so the Avado, it's working flawlessly, you guys. Like, it was easy to set up, like stupid easy. And it's been like running perfect. My stats are perfect. Haven't had to do anything. And I got the Avado i5. It's powerful enough for what I need, but they have an even more powerful version, the i7, which is $1,600. But you can run multiple chains. Has enough storage for you to store anything. But then they also have the cheaper version, the i3, and this is good enough for the staking Ethereum if that's all you want to do. And I do have actually a link for purchase in below because I really do like it. It's fucking pretty damn awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Appreciate your tip, man. Grandpa Crypto, always remember, money knows money. Cheers, Chico. Money does know money. That's true. Yeah, money's an interesting thing. And then Champlo, how about Stellar Lumens, Mr. Chico? By the way, thank you for always updating. No problem. I like Stellar Lumens over Ripple, but I see Ethereum. I don't see a lot of these chains really competing with Ethereum's DeFi stablecoin infrastructure. It's just too far. They already got it first mover advantage, and that's going to be way too hard to overcome. Unless there's a massive failure of proof of stake. So yeah, the graph and Chainlink, those fit into one category because they're basically blockchain middleware. And the graph, I just see probably being a top 10 coin next to Chainlink. It's not going to do that like automatically, but give it 6 months, a year, it'll be up there, in my opinion, especially with the token model and the use cases for the token. But then this came out, and Compound just released a white paper for a new cross-chain protocol. Cross-chain protocol. So what does that mean? You know, what does cross-chain necessarily mean? Well, we can dig into their white paper and see what the consensus is built off of. It says Compound Chain is a Byzantine fault-tolerant proof of authority network operated by governance-approved validators. Block consensus functions correctly up to a limit of 1/3 faulty validator nodes. So it's POA, proof of authority. And why this is interesting to me is because Compound is actually Coinbase. And Andreessen Horowitz, those VC venture arm power guys in the space. DeFi pioneer Compound partners with Coinbase for their launch, and then right here with an initial backing of 8.2 million, Compound has notable investors including Bain Capital, Andreessen Horowitz, Polychain, and Coinbase Ventures. And why this doesn't make sense to me is, why is Compound one of their largest, their venture arm DeFi protocols out there? Why isn't Compound going with Optimism? What? It doesn't make sense to me, you guys. So this was released before this Compound stuff. This was in October when, you know, Optimism was saying we got our testnet going, everything's gonna be all right, we're gonna have mainnet by the end of the year. That Coinbase started going with them, supporting their wallet and everything. And then we had Kane Warwick, you know, what I covered on Thursday, basically saying, you know, no one else is really working on the testnet. It's being purposely built for synthetics. The rollup is going to be a single-use rollup chain for synthetics. And that's what I'm seeing, is it's not going to be a general purpose chain. That's just what I'm seeing. And Compound not going on there is interesting, you guys. So is Coinbase even seeing that, you know, necessarily is Optimism isn't it? This pushes me to think something. And there was a collaboration, you guys, back in the day between Compound, POA Network, and Consensus. Consensus, massive Ethereum powerhouse. Compound, the DeFi protocol, POA Network. They created a Ethereum client written in Elixir called Mana. And they created a few things besides Mana, Ethereum X. And if you guys didn't know, POA Network and MakerDAO collaborated to create the XDAI chain, the incentivized testnet for Ethereum, you know, the value chain. And if you didn't know something about Compound, nearly 50% of MakerDAO's DAI is locked in that protocol. And if you go back to Compound Chain's white paper, down at the bottom, they reference the Maker Protocol white paper. Compound, POA, POA MakerDAO, MakerDAO Compound, Coinbase. But this even goes further, you guys. I think this is a bigger interoperability, scalability play than, I mean, what it looks like on the surface. Because if you know who created POA, the consensus, and termed it, it was Gavin Wood of Polkadot. He invented fundamental components of the blockchain industry, including Solidity, Proof of Authority, and Whisper. Getting to your guys' tips. Hold on. Best crypto channel. Greetings from the Netherlands. Well, greetings from Chico, and I appreciate your tip, man. I think I might have missed that one, you guys. Oh, TJV. Thank you for your $15 tip, man. And no comment, just tip in. Scotty P. Speak slower. My ETH transfer is hung up. Laugh out loud. Thanks for the last 3 years. Thanks, brother. No problem, Scotty P. I'm going to try. Founded by some of the blockchain industry. Trey Brown. Tyler, can you explain how the tokenomics of the graph work? I see they have a supply of 10 billion coins. Yes, they do have a large supply. Tokenomics. So you actually stake your coins with some of the indexing protocols, and the more they're used, the more, you know, the stakers get. Those who... So you got to, you know which dApps, protocols, blockchains are going to be used more. Because the more they're used, the more that graph is going to be used, the more you get as rewards. Marvin Kuhnhast. I probably said that wrong. Hey, Tyler, congratulations on the new haircut. It's awesome. Since we are mega bullish on NFTs, have you heard of Unique One? Decentralized NFT arts marketplace with zero platform fee. They are sponsoring the VR art gallery at ETH Denver 2021. I have not heard of it. But yeah, that sounds like a great concept because NFTs, again, are going to be massive. And it's going to be massive to bring in the players outside of the blockchain space. So, Marvin, I'll definitely check it out, and I appreciate your tip. I don't know what currency that is, but it's a lot, because it's a purple one. Crypto and culture, what's up, bro? Money changes men into something else in this space. Yes, it does. Crazy people. Luis Carlos, hey Chico, what do I think about Icon? I do like it. Use case is very limited to their own country, though, in my opinion. ACU on Polkadot. Uh-oh. Hey, that's interesting. Appreciate the tip, man. So, like I was saying, I think there's a bigger play here with POA. And this does tie into XDAI, you guys. And people are going to be like, Tyler, you talk about XDAI like crazy. Because it does, you guys. Polkadot was made to be compatible with Ethereum. Polkadot was made to do that. Gavin Wood created Solidity, EVM. I mean, it was part of the creation. So he actually put out a blog post in October of 2019 explaining how Polkadot was going to connect with Ethereum. And there is one right here that's very interesting. The substrate parity Ethereum POA bridge. And right here, he basically says what's going on. Says, in order to support this outlook, we will introduce a substrate to parity Ethereum POA bridge, very similar to our existing parity bridge that sits at the heart of the XDAI chain. That's it, you guys. It's XDAI. He's saying XDAI is working on it without saying it. If you look into any Polkadot research right now, you won't find them working on the bridge. Why aren't they working on the bridge? Because they already have somebody working on the bridge. And this goes a lot deeper. A lot deeper with a lot of different projects. And Luxo is one of them. So Luxo is big because Fabian Vogelsteller is behind it. This is an NFT-based project. And farther than that, identity is highly tied into this. So he's not only the founder of Luxo, which is also proof of authority. Luxo is working with XDAI and the HBBFT consensus, Honey Badger consensus, I think. But yeah, he created the ERC20. I mean, these guys are big in the space. There's a reason I'm following their projects, because they've created some of the biggest things in Ethereum. So, you know, NFTs are one thing, but one of the bigger things that connects a lot of these POA chains together, Compound is going to be connected to these guys, Luxo, is ERC 725. And that's the next ERC standard that Fabian's coming up with. And it's a big identity standard. And just November 10th, Fabian basically said he's on it with ERC 725s. And the next step is blockchain-based accounts. So who's working with ERC 725? Another POA chain, Energy Web Foundation. It's a POA chain. So if you look into EW's DID library, it's a resolver that works with different ones, but the main two it works with is ERC 1056 and ERC 725 v2. They're coming out with v3 of the ERC 725 very soon. And they say at the bottom, in April, Energy Web was working on identity and claims management with ERC 725, the proxy count, ERC 734, the key manager, and ERC 735, the claims holder. All from Fabian Vogelsteller right there. And this is what's interesting, you guys. So if you look into Energy Web's GitHub and you click into the most recently worked on thing, their origin, I think it was in packages. Yeah, and then into packages, recently just worked on 3 hours ago was Exchange.io ERC 18888. Not much on it, but it was worked on. Doesn't explain it, you know, there's code, but doesn't explain what it does. You do a little digging, and you find out what ERC 1888 is. It's a standard for energy certificates, basically. I mean, it can be for other things, gas, utility, water. I mean, within the utility industry. It's basically the Ethereum standard for certificates, for renewable assets. I mean, not only, but that's going to be one of the first use cases. And this is from Energy Web, this ERC 1888. It's its own standard, but I wonder what it integrates with. Well, here's the standards. ERC 735's in there. And the issuer is another smart contract, i.e. based on ERC 725. It's all connected. What was this out for? Oh yeah, and then there's one more thing I don't really get about some of the scalability stuff, and why I think a lot of it has to do with money is Chainlink is added on here with Uniswap and Synthetics as one of the partners that's going to be working on that optimistic rollup. Why doesn't that make sense? Because Chainlink is supposed to be working with Off-Chain Labs in their rollup. Why is Chainlink double dipping? Doesn't make sense to me. That's why I think a lot of the optimism just came down to money. VC, Coinbase. So XDAI and Luxo, Energy Web, those can all, the POA chains, in my opinion, can all be grouped into one because I see a lot bigger play to it than what meets the eye. James Bell, Unimex and Unidex. Unidex equals a layer 2 decentralized exchange on Uniswap, and Unimex equals a decentralized leverage run on Unidex. Unidex beta. Oh, well, great shill. I like it. Yeah, if I hear some stuff about it, I might check it out. Peter Gaffney, good to see you on the Radial Token live stream this week, bro. Oh, dude, I have a lot to do. No, I didn't even know that was going on, actually. I know there was ways to get tokens from the community stuff, but I don't even have tokens, rad tokens, because literally creating 24/7 or daily content with only one day off takes all day. All day. I don't have no time to do that stuff. If I would have, seen it, I would have jumped in. Carlos Banos, hey Chico, good content like always. Oh, and I appreciate your tip, Peter. Carlos, thanks for liking my content. Do I think Vitalik doesn't want to use XDAI because he's afraid that a big market share goes to XDAI? Well, I mean, XDAI is an Ethereum sister chain. It's one of the only sister chains out there because to get, XDAI, DAI needs to be used, which DAI is, a main Ethereum building block. It's only really decentralized stablecoin out there right now. I don't know. Yeah, my video on Monday is going to go into it a little further. There's a lot of confusion going on with the scaling. Soramigzu, that's a nice name. Looking sharp after the cut, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate your tip. Take off the hat. Oh, I got the headphones on. Can't take that up. AAMC, you covered Badger airdrop. Can you tell us how you think Badger is doing? The only reason I covered Badger is because of the airdrop. I don't know anything about what it's doing. It wasn't because I liked the project. It's just because it was a valuable airdrop, so I don't know. I didn't, like, cover it, like, being like, hey, yo, this is a great project. I was like, you can get free money, get it. Lino Fallowmere, thanks for the reassurance on the Avado, homie. I'm buying one now for sure with your link. Hey, thanks, Lino. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for supporting the channel in multiple ways. Tips, and you're buying an Avado, dude. It's super easy, dude. Like, super easy. And there's, always going to be updates coming, more things that you can do with Avado. There's multiple ways you can earn than just besides staking, so. Samsonite, yo Chico, love you long time. I'm wondering if you will be accepting my offer to buy your blockchain leaks tweet. To buy it? You can buy tweets? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. But try to email me or find me in Telegram. Trey Brown sent a super chat and didn't get a response. GRT. Trey, I'm sorry. What do you want about GRT? I mean, it's going to do good. The tokenomics? You're the one who asked about tokenomics? I said. You stake with the indexes. I mean, each DApp, each protocol is going to have a graph with it. So, find the good graphs. Peter Gaffney. Chico on Radial Token live stream. Someone was on with your username. I was private chatting to them. Someone impersonating. Yes, do not think I'm going to... You guys, I'm a very busy guy. So, I don't have time to, just chat. Really. Literally, even with, like, my editor. He wants to call me and chat about crypto. I have 5 minutes. So, me just, like, sitting and chatting on YouTube is really unlikely. Like, really unlikely. TJV, I appreciate your tip too, man. TJV, hey, Brody, new Polkadot project. DeFi Click, under collateral, or in collateral loans. It has a 400K market cap. Great work, bro. Sounds good. Sounds excellent. I like under collateralized loans. But my question is, where's that liquidity coming from? If it's on Polkadot. It's probably not live, of course. Code Coffee Code. Look into Benchmark Protocol. DeFi rebase token pegged to CBOE, VIX, SDR, non-anon team. Going to be huge. Huge on-ramp for traditional finance people to get into crypto, which is much needed. Yeah, I'll maybe look into it here soon. Sounds interesting, and if it's a non-anon team, that's a good thing. Nahar Atal, thank you for your tip, man. My content is unique, and my thoughts on VeChain and Tezos. I like Tezos because I thought it was going to be Coinbase's chain, but I think Coinbase even realized that Ethereum is going to be the dominant, so I've moved away from Tezos, and I do not like VeChain. One bit. Earth is flat like a ostrich nest. Didn't Snoochie Moochie say, I can tell you I won't be talking about BTC in 4 to 5 years from now? Back like... Huh? He probably did. Snoochie is a boochie. I mean, he's a snooch. I don't know. I mean, Brian Brooks, people think he is, good for crypto. I think Brian Brooks even has Coinbase fooled. He was what I think, a Trojan horse. He ain't, necessarily good for crypto. He was good if Snoochie Boochies and them got another 4 years, but Coinbase and them are already trying to tickle the testes of the other administration already, so. I mean, like I said, it's the same. It's just a person changing. Let's tickle this guy's one. Let's tickle this one. Let's tickle that one. Akala, RFI, thoughts, great cut. I do like Coca Cola. It's going to be big. RFI. I'm not too sure what on that one, JK. Appreciate your tip, man. Samsonite, check your Blockchain Leaks Twitter account. You should see an offer, fam. Yeah, I will check it. I've never had a tweet bot, but I will check that out. So, now we are going to get into, I don't know why that is up. Morpheus got a little early. So, Morpheus Network, which ties into the Baseline protocol. So, they had Baseline as a service demo day. And this is very bullish for Unibright, you guys. Unibright is moving out of exchanges and into investors' wallets. And it's going to be massive because the token is going to be used in the tech stack for some pretty big things with Baseline. It's the only token that is talked about within the tech stack as of right now. They did a whole 2-minute video on how it's used. I mean, Provide and Unibright are together, so if you want to use any of Provide services, you got to use UBT token. If you want to use any of Unibright's services, you have to use UBT token. So, again, I'm bullish on Unibright, have been since I learned of their involvement with Baseline and Enterprise Ethereum. But an overlooked, underrated partner within the Baseline protocol, who is going to be moving on onto something bigger with Coca Cola, is Morpheus Network. So they just announced a massive partnership with Sinasa, basically the supply chain overlook government regulatory body for the Argentinian government. And why is this big? Because it just gets them closer to what I think's going on, is the big Coca Cola deal. Kona is one thing. Kona's small, you guys. The Coca Cola they're looking at is huge, massive, billions. So this is interesting. This was just put out in January 2019. Together with Sinasa, Coca Cola will increase its social investment in the country with drinking water programs in more than 40 localities in Paraguay. So Sinasa and Coca Cola are already connected in Southern America. So who is the Coca Cola company in Mexico, South America? It's Coca Cola FEMSA. They're the largest Coca Cola bottler in the world by volume. They do 12% of it. They operate in Mexico and Brazil and Central and South America. 3.4 billion cases, 2.3 billion in 2019 revenue, current market cap of 9 billion. And here's the interesting thing, is FEMSA owns 47.9%. I have some pictures out of place. So yeah, the big thing is Coca-Cola don't even own this thing, you guys. This company, FEMSA, does. I don't know who this company is, but they are, a Latin America company. Powerful. Very, very powerful. And they own more of Coca-Cola than Coca-Cola does. So this is the big thing. If they want to get all of Coca-Cola on the Baseline protocol for the supply chain, they have to get these people on there too. They're the closest people to Kona, Coca-Cola Kona. And you're not going to just get it by, having connections to Coca-Cola. You need connections to FEMSA to get this deal done. And that's where Morpheus Network is coming on. So, FEMSA's massive, Mexico, like I said, South America, but they are also the connection to China, you guys. This is why they're also going to be massive. They just started in the Philippines, right? Philippines right there. But yeah, if you see why Coca-Cola FEMSA comes in from over here, I mean, of course, we're connected to the Kona up here, but then they ship over here to Philippines, and why? Because it's China. So this Grills, at Crypto Grills on Twitter, in July, he actually put out this tweet thread, you guys. So it basically shows what's going on. Morpheus Management in front of the Coca-Cola building. Then you have son of CEO of Coca-Cola right there with Morpheus. And you also have someone interesting right there. This is a guy that's connected to FEMSA. And that's Carl Wood. He joined them just in May to work on what I think's going on. And if you go to Carl's LinkedIn, he's worked with people. The project I ran at Coca Cola FIMSA was having Carl as a service provider. It's there. It's coming. Coca Cola's FIMSA one with Morpheus. I have a feeling. Earth is flat like an ostrich nest. Another $5 tip. Thanks, man. Where do I see Chainlink this bull run and a year from now? Well, like I said, I do see it surpassing its old all-time high. It's going to flip Litecoin and Ethereum. And when that happens, it goes into, parabolic territory. I mean, $100, everyone, the $1,000 Chainlink end of the year, that's not happening. But it's possible a $100 chain link if we go into a parabolic run. Hey Chico, is it true that a call is integrating with banned protocol? That would be stupid. I hope not. Carlos Banos. That would really make me disinterested in Akala a lot more if they did that. Because it all comes down to money. RFI Reflect Finance pays 1% TRX fees to all holders instance. Your balance goes up, but they're burnt the rest. Clone City now. Got in $1, still in 10 million supply cap. Nice. Never heard of it, but there's a lot of these coming out, you guys. YFDI, RFI Finance. I mean, just be careful because they're not all going to be around. I'll tell you that right now. So Carl Wood's big. And these last set of tokens comes into the category of airdrop. So like I said, start using Ethereum DeFi protocols. Why did I say that? Because these ones that don't have a token are gonna start airdropping. Tornado was one of the ones I was saying. This one might do an airdrop. It was the privacy mixer for Ethereum. And they did. December, when did this happen? 1 day ago. Governance proposal, and the Torn token is airdropped. So, privacy is a big thing, but they have team and investors right here. So, I think they are in the clear, Tornado. So, if you had interacted with Tornado, the mixer, you are actually airdropped tokens. But the reason I kind of see this being a big play and a non-big play, I mean risky, but at the same time, that risk could pay off massively, is Tornado's trying to make it fully governed, by a DAO and everything. They're not even allowing the tokens to be transferable right now. They're not tradable, even though they've been airdropped. You can't trade them. They're locked up for at least 45 days because they're going to allow the token holders to vote if they should be transferable, which makes them tradable on exchanges. So I think they have some pretty good lawyers that know what they're talking about. But, the risk with this is FinCEN is starting to come after stuff. So, like I said in yesterday's video, the regulations were coming, and the Treasury proposed a crackdown on virtual currency transfers. And FinCEN is the one that proposed it. They are a branch of the Treasury. And why it's kind of risque, but at the same time, if there's no one to go after, if it's fully DAO governed, the thing's going to take off for life, it's going to go for life. You can't shut it down. Is the first Bitcoin mixer was penalized by FinCEN for violating anti-money laundering laws. $60 million civil money penalty. I don't think he got no jail time. But this is interesting because it ties into Ross Ulbricht. So if you haven't heard any of the recent news, is Ross Ulbricht might get a pardon, which baffles me because you have the Treasury of Trump's Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, coming after crypto, but then we're going to pardon Ross Ulbricht. And why I think this may tie into each other is Helix was one of the first, I think Ross might have gave up some stuff to get other people. Because Helix was used with the Silk Road. According to the indictment, Harman operated Helix from 2014 to 2017. It originally was Silk Road 2, and then moved on to some of the other Alphabet and stuff like that. But again, I mean, if you're not working with darknet people, like Harman was of Helix and Coin Ninja, then maybe you don't have anything to worry about. But if it's DAO governed, you don't have anything to worry about at all anyways. But again, another one I'm going to cover, because I think it's going to come soon, is DYDX. I think they're going to be airdropping tokens, but don't quote me on that. But if you can, interact with it, just in case. User 00, and where do I see UBT price-wise in 2021? I don't know, you guys. I mean, it's going to do well. I mean, I'm not a price predictor per se. You don't see me, doing the charts TA that often, because I don't like to predict price. I invest off of fundamentals and what I see being used, and if it's being used, it's going to be valuable. So it's going to go through hype cycles up and down. I think we're in a mid-cycle right now for UBT. All it's going to take is some big news, and it's going to go again. Avado, remember that, you guys? And I want to actually thank the Wolf of Crypto. He shouted me out on Twitter. He said, we all need to show how much we appreciate Chico Crypto, his content and all the knowledge he spreads upon the masses. Thank you, Chico. And I appreciate that, dude. And Doug Oshie said, @Leaks Blockchain is Chico's new Twitter account. And he said, is it really? Well, that leads us into, yes, it is. Blockchain Leaks is my new Twitter account. If you guys want to follow it. Not mine, per se. Give it a follow there. But it is our crypto media outlet coming in January 2021 that is going to compete with some of the big dogs out there that are more VC backed and don't have a voice. They can't talk about certain things. CoinDesk, Cointelegraph, and even Decrypt in the Block. We plan to never take VC money, so we can always talk about what we want. And eventually the outlet is going to be fully DAO governed. Initially, it will be centralized. You can't just go DAO out the gate. In a perfect world, you could, but we don't live in a perfect world. But I am still looking for the initial team members. Journalists is what we really need right now. If you do create YouTube content, I mean, you can submit your video content. I don't know if you can add videos here, actually. Maybe. But I would actually wait for the website to come out. Initially, of course, we're going to be hosting my video content, but we will be hosting other YouTubers, so that's not going to be out the gate, though. So we are looking for journalists for this. We are looking for written media in DeFi and Ethereum, Bitcoin investigative journalism, and general crypto news. So if you're looking to add to the crypto space and to join the Blockchain Leaks team, add a sample of your work. Doesn't have to be super long. It can be long. Whatever you think shows off your skills the best. And then finally, I'd like to ask everyone to follow me on all my social channels. I'm on Uptrend, decentralized platform, kind of like Steam. I can consider it a better Steam. I'm also on Facebook, posting my videos there, and I'm also on Instagram, posting my rat tail. So, oh, shit. So, you guys are probably like, where is your rat tail, Tyler? That was a joke. I just saved some of my hair. I actually have my hair right here. My hair is ready to be shipped to make a wig out of. This is all of it. I just need the wig people to answer the dang phone, or I'm going to go with another people. Oh, wow, a bunch of tips, guys. Have I looked into Curio? Wow, thank you, guys. Have I looked into Curio yet? No, I haven't, but I'm curious now. Ari Jules is Satoshi Nakamoto. Haven't heard that one before. Interesting. Hey, JK, Merry Xmas, Definity Thoughts. I saw live deploy DApp, no servers, no database, no passwords. Blown away. Private sale. Yeah, Definity does look good. It's been in the works for a long time. I mean, even since 2018, Definity was around. Since we are in a bull cycle, when would be a good time to get into the graph? I'm late. You're a legend. I don't like to say when it's going to be a good time. I make wrong times to get in coins all the time too, you guys. I mean, I don't know. The graph is going to be a solid coin, going to be around. I mean, it's middleware, just as important as Chainlink. So give it 6 months a year. I do see it being in the top 10 with Chainlink. So I would just DCA, dollar cost average. Have you heard of or looked into Barnbridge Bond yet? Kane Warwick is involved in it. I've heard of it, actually, but I haven't looked into it, Dax. Not deep. Kane is a smart guy. But again, I just hope VC investments aren't clouding his thoughts, per se. You were also mentioned by Jay Bravo, a YouTuber that talks about the economy. No way? Who's Jay Bravo? I'll look him up. My internet's working. Yay, Jay Bravo. Jay Bravo, Jay Bravo, go Bravo, hey Bravo. What do you say about me? Better not said no crap. No, I appreciate Jay Bravo. Thank you, man. And thanks, Dr. Ed, for your tip. Hey, Chico, thanks for your videos this year. Is EWT still your #1 token? Seems like KuCoin bots are taking over. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these cryptocurrencies, unfortunately, think they need to get on these centralized exchanges. You don't. It's sometimes a bad thing for the coin. But EWT is much bigger than, KuCoin bots. EWT is going to be massively traded. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know necessarily what's going to happen with EWT and where, the big trading volume is going to come with their token. Is it going to be in the Polkadot DeFi ecosystem? That's what it looks like to me. Love you too. Thank you. Yeah, I talked about UBTH. Alright guys, well, I think that's it for the stream with YouTube today. I'm always streaming for a tad bit longer on Theta, so give me a watch on there. Gonna be partying a little bit. Had a harvest that just happened, you know what I mean. Ooh, Scotty P just posted a video on how to become an XDAI delegator if anyone is interested. A shameless plug. Don't be ashamed. Scotty P is the best YouTube comedy man there is. He's even funnier than me.
Hey everybody, how are you doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. This video...
So yeah, give Scotty P a follow as well, you guys, if you're on the stream. And check it out. He actually does things like this that I wish I could do. I mean, I would love to come out with an XDAI validator tutorial video. It's just the views with the algorithm are smack me around if I do crap like that. So Scotty P comes into the rescue. I love him. He's an excellent guy. Give him a follow. So yeah, Theta link is in the description, and I will see you guys on there. And see you on Monday for an excellent video. If you aren't coming to Theta, peace out. Theta viewers,